Okay. So, yeah. Go ahead and, introduce yourself, who you are.
Well, I am Miss Kaniyah from Washington, D.C., artist, songwriter, dancer, all of the things.
And, sorry, for the questions. Yeah. How are you involved in hip hop and how do you contribute to the genre and scene?
Well, I'm an artist, I'm a rapper, so that would be obviously like my direct involvement in hip hop. Now, as far as what I think that I contribute to the scene, I think, just being obviously younger, being outside, being in the mix, like seeing in real time our life changing and then being able to make music about it, I think that would be like the thing.
And how do you represent yourself in hip hop?
I represent myself as a strong, confident, beautiful, and unapologetic person.
And how does that representation, kind of say, I guess, portray in your music, like, like through lyrics or?
Definitely through lyrics, but also through like my music videos, through like however I'm marketing myself. It doesn't matter what type of song that I'm doing, what type of genre, it's going to always be confident. It's going to always come off as confidence. It's going to always come off as like strong. It's going to always come off as like beautiful, black. I'm doing what I want. Like, you know what I mean? Unapologetic.
And is there any advantages or disadvantages being part of the genre? Like, do you have any expectations for hip hop?
I think the disadvantage now is that anything is hip hop now. Anything is rap now. Like if it's popular, if it's on TikTok and it's viral, then that's hip hop. And so when it's not really no more rules and it's not any more expectations to what hip hop should be or what just being an artist in hip hop should look like, and it's more about clickbaits and numbers and how viral you are, I think it's a disadvantage to people who just truly have the talent and truly want to make a difference within their career musically. And then as far as an advantage, just being able to create your music and people finding you and liking you and connecting with you, that's going to always be the advantage of being an artist. You know what I mean?
And sorry, I think there was a thing, not too long ago where they said that, like, there hasn't been a hip hop song, so I think reached the top 40 on Billboard charts. And like in seeing that and like hearing that, like, what was your initial reaction, like seeing like, like maybe hip hop isn't becoming as mainstream anymore?
I wasn't surprised at all. I think that we've been in an era for the last 5 years where it's really just fast music. Is really like, and not fast as in speed, more so like, oh, this is hot right now, we're going to listen to this for 2 months. Oh, somebody else got a viral TikTok and all the people are listening to it, we're going to listen to this for 2 months. So I don't think that it's just not a capacity right now where you have to create a certain type of music that would be in that, that would get congratulated in that way to be in those spaces. So it's just like, music is honestly a mess right now. It's just all over the place. So I'm honestly not shocked at all.
And do you think that maybe there'll be a sudden resurgence on hip hop because people have been saying like maybe it's like on a decline a little bit?
I think. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I think that what goes around comes around. So I definitely believe that eventually it's going to be a reset. Eventually things are not necessarily going to go back to normal, but start getting closer to a place of where the roots are. So I think it's just all about time and for real.
And is there any, like, maybe traditions, hip hop artists should follow?
Honestly, no. I think we're just so far gone from traditions. We're so far gone from certain expectations that it's just like, I think the only thing that artists should do now is just focus on putting out quality work that can last long. You know what I mean? That can withstand like time, and not just like music that we're going to listen to this summer and then we're never going to listen to it again.
Mm-hmm. And relating to that question, does that also kind of like contribute to how hip hop has evolved, especially like with, again, like with social media becoming a very big thing, like you mentioned before, like platforms like TikTok, like how our attention spans are so short nowadays. We're just like, we listen to one song, or if it's just one part, but other people don't know the rest of the song. They just know that one part because it's become so popular.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wait, what was the question? One more time?
Yeah, no, like, has, I guess, social media really contribute to the, like, evolution of hip-hop? Because back in the day, it wasn't like that, I guess, like, with older hip-hop, but, like, looking at now.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Like, social media is shifting what music truly is. You know what I mean? It's beautiful though, because it does give so many different people opportunities. You know what I mean? So many different sounds and all of that. So I'm always pro like people having access to do what it is that they are passionate about. But I do feel like social media has just changed the trajectory of just what hip hop is, what music is in general. So it's like a double-edged sword, really.
And is there things that you're doing yourself as a hip hop artist? Like, I know you've mentioned before, like, like putting a lot of work into like marketing and promotions and stuff. But is there anything else that you're doing?
I am connecting more with my supporters. And I'm being outside more. Like, I think something that JT did a while back, and I think a lot of people were clowning her for it, but it was actually very, very smart when she went on her tour and she was just doing like clubs and, maybe like, I guess like smaller clubs and lounges and things like that. But it's like, that's what hip hop used to be. People were able to actually grow with the person. If they liked your art, they were able to not only invest into you financially, they were able to invest into your career by being there and watching it grow, watching you, build it from the ground up. So like now I have a group, like a broadcast channel where I have over 3,000 women, and we talk a lot, not just about music, not just about ways that they can support me, but ways that I can support them and them just getting to know me as a person, you know what I mean? And then on top of that, I'm also like just being a little bit more, even though like I'm on TV and all of those things, I think this is the perfect time to do things that's a little bit more grounded. Like take that book in, you know what I mean? Go perform for 100 people, go perform for 50 people, like really doing the groundwork that the people before us done. And that's why we know them. And that's why they're legendary. And that's why they've been on the Billboard for years and years and years, because it was just different, Everybody is just too up on a high horse now, and they forget that if you are in this field, your support is what makes you. So, yeah.
No, that definitely makes a lot of sense. And it's like, it's like people, I don't know, like when starting their careers are like, becoming a rapper, that they take on, very big things, which is not bad, but it's like, it's always good to, start off small and like take on baby steps. So it's like, that's definitely, a good reminder. And it's like, is that, I guess advice you would give to, I guess, rappers who don't really, have much of a platform?
I would say like, if you don't, well, the good thing with, even if you don't have a platform, all it takes is that one video, or all it takes is that one song. So I think the advice that I would give would just be to never give up. You know what I mean? Like, for me, it took for me to get on Joseline's Cabaret for people to truly, truly find my music at a level where, like, at a mass level, you know what I mean? So sometimes you gotta step out of the box. Sometimes you gotta do things out of the norm. But most importantly, don't give up on yourself, because all it takes is that one moment.
Mm-hmm. And the last question would be, do you think listeners enjoy listening to older hip hop than newer hip hop nowadays?
No, I think that it's just it's a mixture. It's like nostalgia. Just like when you hear an old R&B song that you love so much, maybe Tink or somebody, maybe Tweet, maybe somebody from back in the day, where it triggers something in your memory. Like, it's very nostalgic. Like, oh, I remember my mom playing this when she was cleaning up. It does something to the soul, right? That's going to always be there because it's timeless music. But I think nowadays, in the era that we live in, the society that we live in, the music, fits what's going on in the world right now. So this is what people want to hear. Not saying that they don't want to listen to it, the stuff from back in the day. I just think it's time and a place when they're listening to it.
Yeah, I definitely agree, because I guess like nostalgia is now a very big thing nowadays, But yeah, no, thank you again. It was an honor speaking to you. I just wanted to say, like, I've also watched the season, the California season of Joseline's Cabaret, and it's just nice to hear, of course, somebody from DC, because I'm from Maryland, so DMV representation,
Period. Period.
Yeah.
Dropping a song very soon. Is premiering the day of the reunion, which is January the 11th. The name of the song is called Cabaret's Biggest. So I just wanted to, pin myself real quick.
Yes. Thank you for saying that. And I'll definitely be looking out for that song too. So yeah, thank you again, and Happy New Year to you.